In that liminal space between sleep and wakefulness, when consciousness flickers like candlelight in a gentle breeze, we exist in our most honest state. The armor of yesterday's certainties has not yet been donned, tomorrow's anxieties remain distant shadows. Here, in this sacred threshold, we are neither the person we were nor fully the person we will become. We are pure potential, malleable, receptive, and infinitely capable of transformation. This moment, brief as it may be, mirrors the eternal human condition. We stand perpetually at the crossroads of possibility, each dawn offering not merely another day, but another chance to author our existence with intention. Like seeds that carry within them the blueprint of mighty oaks, we hold within us the power to shape not only our own destiny but to ripple outward, touching countless lives in ways we may never fully comprehend. The question is not whether we possess this power, we do. The question is whether we will choose to acknowledge it, nurture it, and wield it with wisdom. The following truths, when embraced with both heart and mind, become the compass points by which we can navigate toward our most authentic and impactful selves. The first truth: growth requires the courage to be uncomfortable. Every butterfly knows the terror of dissolution. Within the chrysalis, there comes a moment when the caterpillar must literally dissolve, its very identity melting into primordial soup before reformation can begin. This is not gentle transformation, it is complete surrender to uncertainty, trusting in a process that defies logic. True growth asks us to welcome discomfort as a necessary companion. The mind, ever faithful in its duty to shield us, often mistakes the unfamiliar for the dangerous. It soothes us with whispers of safety: stay small, stay safe, stay unchanged. Yet history reminds us otherwise. Every great turning point, the fragile wings of the Wright brothers lifting into sky, Rosa Parks anchoring herself in quiet defiance, was born not from comfort, but from the crucible of unease. Discomfort, then, is not the obstacle, but the threshold. Consider the surgeon who trembles before her first solo operation, or the entrepreneur who mortgages everything on an untested idea. Their discomfort is not a sign of weakness, it is the growing pains of possibility. When we learn to reframe anxiety as excitement, fear as anticipation, we transform the very experience of growth from something to be avoided into something to be celebrated. Choose today to take one small step beyond your comfort zone. Not a leap that paralyzes, but a single, conscious step toward the person you sense yourself becoming. Trust that the ground will be there when you need it. The second truth: your inner voice holds wisdom beyond your current understanding. In a world that shouts its opinions from every screen and speaker, the quiet voice within often gets drowned in the cacophony. Yet this inner compass, forged by the unique alchemy of our experiences, intuition, and deepest values, holds navigation tools that no external authority can provide. Like underground rivers that flow beneath the surface of the earth, our inner wisdom runs deeper than conscious thought. It speaks in whispers, in sudden knowings, in the inexplicable pull towards certain choices that logic cannot fully explain. The entrepreneur who just knew their idea would work, the parent who sensed their child needed help before any symptoms appeared, the artist who followed an inspiration that seemed to come from nowhere, all were listening to this deeper current. Learning to trust this voice is not about abandoning critical thinking, but about recognizing that we possess multiple forms of intelligence. Just as the body knows to heal a wound without conscious instruction, the soul knows its path home to authenticity. Maya Angelou once said she learned to trust her first instinct about people, because the first time someone shows you who they are, believe them. This wisdom came not from books but from the deep well of lived experience. Cultivate quiet moments in your days. Let the noise settle. Ask yourself not just what should I do, but what do I already know? The answer may surprise you with its clarity. Before we continue, I'd love to take a moment to sincerely thank you for being part of this journey toward personal beauty and endless growth. Your support truly means the world to me. If you enjoyed the content, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and sharing this video with others who might find it helpful. Your engagement is what keeps this channel growing and allows me to continue creating content for you. Now let's get back to the video. The third truth, service to others is service to your highest self. The paradox of fulfillment lies in this: the more we reach beyond ourselves, the more we discover who we truly are. Like a river that finds its power not by holding onto water but by allowing it to flow toward the ocean, we find our strength in giving it away. This is not the martyrdom that depletes, but the service that replenishes. When we align our gifts with the world's needs, we tap into an energy source that seems inexhaustible. The teacher who lights up when sharing knowledge, the healer who finds restoration in offering comfort, the builder who feels most alive when creating shelter, all have discovered that their greatest personal satisfaction comes through contributing to something larger than themselves. History is illuminated by those who understood this truth. Frederick Douglass, born into slavery, could have sought only his own freedom. Instead, he became a beacon for the liberation of all enslaved people, discovering in the process that his own liberation was bound up with theirs. Mother Teresa found God in the gutters of Calcutta. Gandhi discovered his own strength by empowering a nation. But service need not be grand to be transformative. The neighbor who shovels an elderly person's walkway, the colleague who mentors a newcomer, the friend who truly listens, all are engaging in the sacred exchange that builds both giver and receiver. Look around you today. Where do you see a need that matches your unique ability to meet it? Start there, not because you must, but because in doing so, you will discover parts of yourself that no amount of self-reflection alone could reveal. The fourth truth, failure is not the opposite of success, it is its most faithful teacher. Our culture has written a mythology around failure that serves no one. We've painted it as the villain in our stories, the outcome to be avoided at all costs. But what if we've been reading the story wrong? What if failure is not the opposite of success but its most dedicated instructor, appearing in our lives not to defeat us but to refine us? Every master craftsperson knows that skill is built through countless small failures. The potter's wheel is littered with collapsed clay, the musician's journey is paved with missed notes, the writer's path is strewn with crumpled pages. These are not detours from mastery but the very road to it. Thomas Edison's response to failure has become legendary not because it was unique, but because it was honest. When asked about his 1,000 failed attempts at the light bulb, he replied that he hadn't failed 1,000 times, he had found 1,000 ways that didn't work. This reframe transformed obstacle into information, setback into setup. Failure teaches lessons that success cannot. It builds resilience muscles that ease cannot develop. It strips away illusion and reveals what truly matters. Most importantly, it proves that we can survive the very thing we most feared, freeing us to take risks that success-obsessed minds would never dare. The next time you fail, and you will, because that's what it means to be alive and growing, resist the urge to hide from it. Instead, lean into it. Ask not, why did this happen to me, but what is this here to teach me? The answer may become the foundation for your next breakthrough. The fifth truth, the present moment is the only place where life actually happens. We are a species of time travelers, our minds perpetually commuting between the country of yesterday and the territory of tomorrow. Yet life, real, tangible, transformative life, exists only in the paper-thin slice of now that we so often rush past in our mental journeys. This moment, as you read these words, is not a waiting room for the future or an echo of the past. It is the only canvas on which you can paint, the only stage on which you can perform, the only laboratory in which you can experiment with becoming. The breath you're taking right now has never been taken before and will never be taken again. The thoughts forming in your mind, the sensations in your body, the emotions moving through you, all are irreplaceable, unrepeatable gifts of consciousness. The mystics have always known this truth. The present moment is the only time over which we have dominion. Scientists are now confirming what contemplatives have long understood, that presence, full, embodied awareness of this moment, literally rewires our brains for greater peace, creativity, and connection. But presence is not passive. When we are truly here, we become available to the infinite possibilities that each moment contains. The entrepreneur who notices the customer's frustrated expression and pivots their approach. The parent who catches the fleeting moment when their child needs comfort. The artist who sees the way light falls across an ordinary scene and captures something eternal. Right now, as you read this, practice arriving fully in this moment. Feel your feet on the ground, your breath moving in and out, the aliveness that permeates your being. This is not preparation for living, this is living itself. The unified vision, living as conscious creators. These 5 truths, when woven together, create a tapestry of intentional living that honors both our individual journey and our collective humanity. They remind us that we are not passive recipients of life but active participants in its unfolding, conscious creators of our experience and co-authors of the world's story. The fragile moment between sleep and wakefulness with which we began is not just metaphor but daily invitation. Each dawn offers us the chance to choose again. Will we sleepwalk through another day, or will we awaken to the magnificent responsibility and opportunity of conscious living? In embracing discomfort, we open ourselves to growth. In trusting our inner wisdom, we navigate with authentic direction. In serving others, we discover our own fulfillment. In learning from failure, we build unshakable resilience. In inhabiting the present moment, we touch the eternal. This is the path of becoming, not a destination to reach but a way of traveling. Not a problem to solve but a mystery to live. Not a burden to bear but a gift to unwrap, one conscious choice at a time. The person you are becoming is not some future version waiting in tomorrow's possibilities. They are here, now, in the quality of attention you bring to this moment, in the intention behind your next action, in the love you choose to embody as you move through your days. Wake up. The world is waiting for what only you can give it.